guys and girls out there, it's Hyper Mario 24. By the title and thumbnail of this video, you probably already know what this video is about. That's right, it's time for some more fun facts about Wario. Now I'm pretty sure I don't have to explain much, but to make it short and sweet, it's a video about Wario. I love him, and I want to talk about him some more. Everybody good? All set? Alright then, let's get this video started, and as always, I do hope you guys enjoy it. Wario can care. Now when everybody talks about Wario and his personality, they would most likely talk about how he's mean and greedy and how he really doesn't have any feelings or concerns for other things and only cares about money. Well, it is true he does love money, and his greedy personality can get the better of him at times. In truth, Wario can actually be a real softie sometimes, and can actually show a different side to him. Remember in my last fact video where I told you guys Wario apologizes to you in Wario World? Well, despite people saying that that's the game where Wario first apologizes to you, it's actually not true. That title rightfully belongs to Wario Land 4. And unlike Wario World, you don't have to wait 50 minutes listening to Wario sing your ears off. Instead, you stand there, wait patiently for about 30 seconds until the music suddenly dims out, I timed it, and watch Wario until he starts working out. And then you just simply move, and guess what happens? He apologizes to you. Ain't that great? In the comic book Mario vs. Wario, he's also showing tears of sadness when Mario reminds him of his dreaded cowboy past. And in Wario Land 2, instead of getting his money back from the pirates, he tries to rescue his pet hen from being scared off. So if anybody ever tells you that Wario is a total selfless dirtbag villain, show them this video so I can prove them wrong. Wario is one of the 7 legendary Star Children. Wario had made his first appearance in a 1992 Game Boy game called Super Mario Land 2 6 Golden Coins, where in that game, Wario had stolen a castle from Mario, and Mario had to try to get his castle back. Chronologically speaking though, his first appearance in the Mario universe was in Yoshi's Island DS. In this game, Yoshi has to rescue Mario, Peach, Luigi, Donkey Kong, and eventually Wario, and then head to Bowser's castle to rescue the stolen babies. Now if you're wondering why Bowser is suddenly so interested in stealing babies all of a sudden, it's because he was looking for specific babies that hold special powers that apparently fell from the sky. At least that's what I think the game says, and everyone calls them the 7 Star Children. Now you're probably thinking, hey, I only see 6 babies. Where's the 7th? Well, I didn't want to spoil anything, but the last star baby is Yoshi. You know, the Yoshi that hangs out with Mario in the game all the time. Where's baby Waluigi, you ask? Actually, now that I think about it, baby Daisy isn't in this game either, which I always found a little odd. But anyways, bottom line is, Wario is one of the 7 most important characters in the Mario series that has very special powers that was born from the stars apparently. You know, that's got me to thinking. You think Rosalina might have had something to do with the 7 children and their powers? She is the Watcher of the Galaxy, so who knows? Just something to think about. Wario has many friends of the Mushroom Kingdom. You may think that a guy like Wario wouldn't have any friends in the Mushroom Kingdom, given his rude and crude appearance and personality. Well, actually, you'd be surprisingly quite wrong. If you go to Nintendo.com and click on Play Nintendo, there's an option you can click on that says Friends. If you click on that, it will take you to a page filled with mostly Mario characters, and each one has their own description about them. It's not just that though, they also show who they are friends with in the Mario cast, and what games they are featured in. And for Wario, it shows that he's friends with almost every character. Mario, Luigi, Peach, Bowser, Daisy, and even my girl Rosalina. Wahaha. Now, I know this is unlike me, but I'm going to shift gears for a minute and talk about Waluigi for a second here. Now, for those of you who already know about this site and may have been here a couple times, you may have noticed that for a while, Waluigi wasn't actually on this friend page to begin with. He just wasn't. I don't get it either. After a couple years though, they finally put him on the page. Don't know what took them so long to do that, but if you click on his face, you'll see his description and everything, until you scroll a little bit down on the page to find out there's no friend bar on the page. So what this site is telling me is that Waluigi has no friends in the Mario universe? That is flipping hilarious. I flipping laughed my butt off when I saw this. He's not even friends with Bowser or Wario, or any of the Mario enemies for that matter. That poor butthole. But I've wasted enough time. Let's move on to the next fact. Wario has no siblings. Yes, people, for the love of all that is garlicky, Wario and Waluigi aren't related to each other whatsoever. And yes, this is true. I checked it. Nintendo said it themselves. And if you still don't believe me on that, I've got some images that come from two sources. One is from the game Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Winter Games on the DS, where there are secret facts about the characters you find in the adventure mode. And one of them clearly says Wario and Waluigi aren't brothers. The second source is a quote coming from the man who voices Wario himself, Charles Martinet. And apparently, he says they are just two nice, evil guys that just found each other. That's it. Though, despite this fact, a lot of people all over the internet still like to call these two brothers for some reason. Don't ask me why, I really don't want to know. I guess people really want these two to be related. Personally, I'm really glad they aren't related. Seriously, I don't want Wario to have any relations with this guy. That's just me though. Wario has a lot of representation. There are actually quite a few games that represent Wario in very certain ways, but it would take forever for me to look at them all. So I'm just going to pick one game to look at, and that's Mario Kart 8. Now surprisingly, there really isn't too much representation for Wario in this game, but there is still some here, and I'll show them to you. Here in Toad Harbor, you can see some boats with character-specific sails on them, and one of them has Wario's icon on it. There are even some trams on the track that represent Mario, Luigi, and Wario specifically, and each one has a hat on top of them from those characters. That's pretty cool. There's a Ferris wheel in the Wario Park course, where you can see Wario's signature W in the middle along with the cabins of the ride, looking like Mario and Wario's overall outfits. But of course, when Wario has his own course, you can be darn sure there's going to be a lot of representation. Speaking of which, Wario has a total of 3 of his own stages, and each share their own taste of Wario goodness. Wario Stadium has a lot of W's all over the place, and there's a giant flipping statue of Wario in the middle of the stadium. You can't miss it. Wario's Gold Mine, to be honest, I don't really enjoy it as much as I want to. I know it sounds strange, but I still think the course has some seriously smart design to it. Of course you can see Wario's face all over the place, along with some gold, but check this out. If you look closely at the pillars of the buildings and how they are designed, they actually look like Wario's W symbol. I take that back. They are Wario's W symbol. I may not enjoy this course much, but I don't hate it. I still always enjoy playing through it. Now, Mount Wario is my absolute favorite course in the entire game. I'm dead serious. I mean, need I say more? You're racing down a flipping mountain. It doesn't get more awesome than that. Anyways, this course just screams Wario representation. There's a symbol, his name, the airplane. He even owns a flipping dam for God's sakes. And at the end of the course, you'll see some blimps too of Mario, Luigi, and of course, Wario. Come to think of it, there are also some princess blimps that you can see in the Royal Raceway course. Wait a minute. Now that I think about it, these are the only blimps you see in the game. Peaches, Daisies, and Rosalinas. You've seen the other blimps too, but why are these the only character-specific balloons? Do they maybe tell something no one has thought to think about? Let me try to look at these blimps like this. Mario's Peach, Luigi's Daisy, and Wario's... my... Alright, I'm probably thinking way too deep into that, but I don't know, think about it. In most of the sports games, they are both power characters. They almost always have the same stats, and they actually both appear together on a game cover, which I don't think I've ever seen before, which I do love, but I always found a little odd. Is there actually something going on between these two that nobody has considered to think about? Again, I'm probably just talking nonsense. I'm probably digging way too deep into this theory. But hey, it is just a theory. A game theory! Sorry guys, I couldn't resist. But thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, if you have any Wario facts of your own you'd like to share, tell me in the comments please. I would love to hear from you guys. But before I go, I personally wanted to thank each and every one of you for helping me reach 50 subscribers. 50, that's half 100. I did not think I would reach that level of subscribers, seriously. But you guys proved me dead wrong, and you guys are awesome for that. I cannot stress that enough. Seriously, thank you guys. It means the world to me. One more thing I wanted to share with you guys before I go. I recently made a Twitter account. Well, okay, that's kind of a lie. I've actually had it for a while. I just didn't feel confident to tell you guys that I had one. But that was then, this is now. I usually just tweet some gameplay pics, videos, and sometimes some drawings of mine during my free time whenever I feel like sharing something. So if you're ever curious as to what I'm doing when I'm not working on a video, just check out my Twitter page at HyperMario24. I hope to see you guys there. But that's all for today, guys. Again, thank you all so much for helping me reach 50 subscribers. Let's try and go for the big 00. But one step at a time. So, until next time, guys, I hope you all had the best rotten day ever. And I hope to see you all in the next video. Stay safe, and peace!